Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 1. The real episode 1, season 15, episode 1. And we're going to begin properly here today. And even then, it's not really properly because we've got 3 friendlies lined up before we even get into competitive fixtures. So today is all about pre-season friendlies and trying to get the team working together and, you know, feeling good together and stuff like that. We've still got the depth chart, the information chart, however you want to describe it. Is it me or does it look a little bit blurry? I'm not, maybe it's me, I don't know. But back to the game screen we go. And we shouldn't actually need the depth chart as much today because we've got our squad lined up. We've got our squad more or less ready to go. The only position I'm starting to think maybe we're a bit light in is striker, because we've got Takeda, but then if Takeda's off, Sween and Ricky May are the backups, but I'm not sure they're at the same level. We might need another player, another striker, another top level striker. So let's go have a look and see what we can find. I was going to say that these are all my players. Okay, there's 3 players in there, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are the best for the job. So what we're going to add into this is, I want to think about finishing, but I'm not sure that's actually what we need. I'm thinking potentially composure, because composure is the player's steadiness of mind and ability to make decisions with and without the ball. I don't know, maybe that's not as important as I'm thinking it could be. Pace is, of course, important off the ball. Off the ball and finishing, maybe. Yeah, maybe it is off the ball and finishing. Maybe that's what we need to look at. Let's just have a quick check. And we'll make it a 4 out of 5. But we will up that number a little bit. And the best player there is Jos3h. If you have 7s, we do have a few more options. John Jones, Dylan McIntyre, and David McLeod. We'll offer a 2-week trial to them all. But ultimately, well, that's good. That's actually very good. The aggression, however, the work rate and the determination are also very good. So you know what? I'm going to go in. We've got a lot of budget left over. Let's bring that down to 100 for us. Is he worth 5k though? Is he worth 5,000? He's only got 3 days on the contract. Can't decide. You know what? Let's go for it. Again, John Jones with very good finishing, good work rate, good teamwork. Well, we've offered John Jones a trial. McLeod, can we offer a trial? We can. 2 years. Sorry, 2 years? Good. Good. I mean, those are some good. Let's see what they say. Rejected, accepted. Okay. We'll make an inquiry then for John Jones. McLeod set to go on trial. Yes, that's fine. We'll be able to actually see his stats. We're kind of guessing with the others. 5,000, is it? Barry Kennel. Yeah, you're in the under 18s. You can go out and loan. That's fine. Make a parting comment of it's the best thing for you. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so I did say last episode, guys, the plan is to go through 3 games per episode, but to have them on key highlights only in an effort to kind of just see, well, more or less, see what the players can do without me just always being on top of them all the time, you know. Adam McKnight is in the under 18s as well. So we'll accept those offers. Harder signed a new deal, that's good. I think we've actually been done there. I think we've actually been done at a 5k there because the contract ends there. But sure. They don't want anything for Jones. Well, then we'll make the offer. It took 3 days to decide. Get rid of that. Add that. Lower that. Accepted. All good. Ephraim wants to play more games. Talk to me. Okay, Ephraim wants game time. That's fine. Okay, that is fine. We know Ephraim's a decent player. I do feel like we've kind of been done out of 5,000 there. Because well, he's got good stats. He's obviously got good finishing. So if you say, okay, he's going to score you 20 goals this season, would you pay 5,000 for that? I'd say yes, absolutely. I would take that. But flip side of that is, if the contract genuinely was going to end on the 30th, then we didn't even need to do that. McKnight, that's another offer. Yep, that's fine. Rowe has left the club. That's fine. These are all expiring in a year, so we don't have to worry about that just now. So these are our promises. Well, where's McIntyre? Is McIntyre here now? No, wait. Oh no, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. That's, yeah, I was about to say. So the quickly loan ended, and that made me think, okay, McIntyre's going to show up, but it actually wasn't. It was actually going to be tomorrow. Football Manager is the only game, because of the amount of processing that goes into these lower leagues, it's the only game that makes my PC shudder. McIntyre is here. B-. Okay, that's all right. Stainfield is in the reserves. Those are loan offers. So that's all good. McKnight that's the same. And Miroslav. Oh, we've rejected it. I don't think I rejected it, but okay. Sure. All right, 4 days until we get onto this game. Oh, here we go. We've got John Jones as well. So, hopefully, surely that does... Quigley's back, but he's going as well. So we've got Jones, determination, the vision... Oh, no, the teamwork at 6 it's okay. And then the finishing at 14 is also pretty good. The acceleration pace is okay. Composure of 9. We'll see. We'll see how Jones does. So what we're going to do quickly is we're going to go into the... there we go. I'm going to go into here and fill these numbers in. So... Oh my word. Jones, there we go. Jones prefers to play as a poacher. That's all right. And is left-footed. Nice. Okay. That's actually pretty useful. And can also play as nothing, just a striker. 14, 6, and 9 on the stats over there. So 14, 6, and 9. That 6 needs to be copied over. All right, that's actually good because that gives us a left-footed striker option as well, which is something we don't have until now. But we've also got McIntyre joining as well, so we need to... Wherever McIntyre is. There's Jones. McIntyre's not here yet. McLeod. Determination's good. Teamwork could be good. Work rate's decent. Dribbling and finishing good. Pace might be a little bit low. But can play out on the right. That's interesting. Okay, we're going to terminate the trial anyway because we've signed 2 players. We don't need to sign another. And that is now, I'm thinking that is now the squad done. Because... that was the last position I was thinking we were needing to... strengthening is the wrong word. I think we're a relatively good team anyway with Takeda and even with Sween on the bench and stuff like that. But I just thought, you know, if Takeda does get injured, we need another plan. We can't just rely on Ricky May to go in and try and do a job. Like, we do need someone who can put goals in. And those guys have got good finishing stats. So you've got to think that these are going to be good players. Brannigan is in the reserves, so that is an accept. So where's Jones? There's McIntyre. Okay, so let me quickly... I'll fill in those stats for McIntyre as well. So, where are you? There you are. I mean, look at those mental stats. They're very... and those physicals are really well balanced as well. And the teamwork is at 15. So McIntyre is actually... genuinely... a pretty good signing. A poacher as well. Right-footed. Doesn't play anywhere else, unfortunately, but has a determination of 13, a teamwork of 15, and a work rate of 10. The finishing is good. The first touch is good. The off the ball is good. I think that's a great signing. I think that's genuinely a very good signing. And on top of that, is going to go in for... well, actually, the thing is, we can do a little bit more here, can't we? So we can go for the friendlies, we can plan ahead a little bit. So, Boulay, Kolodinsky, Holcroft and Clark. There's a back four. Melbourne, Connell Jones, Martin Howard, Ephraim Cooper, Sprawley, and then just strikers all the way to the end, I guess. And that just means that Mason and Tomu miss out on this first friendly. But they shouldn't really be worried about it, because I'm going to bring my game screen back over here. They shouldn't actually do it. Yeah, no, I should. Yeah, over here. They shouldn't really be worried about it, because the big positive thing there is there's so many. Why is there another friendly? Why are there friendlies here that I did not organize? No. Why? Stop organizing friendlies that I don't. Stop organizing friendlies. I've got 3 friendlies lined up. I don't want 6. I don't want midweek friendlies that are just going to tire out my team before we even get to the frickin' league. Adami's in the reserve, so that's a loan that I can accept. Same for Brannigan. Yeah, and I've cancelled those friendlies that I didn't want them anyway, so good. Right. 1 day away. 1 day away. Almost at the game. Let's give some positives out. Sam, you need to be a little bit more professional in training. Even if you are the backup goalie, you need to be a little bit better than that. Don't we have a new goalie? Am I making stuff up? Am I misremembering? Maybe I am. Okay, here we go. Another transfer. Yep, Stainfield, that's another loan. That's fine. Here we go. All right. Yeah, we do have multiple new players. Of course we do. We've got Dan Jones, Robert Terrace, Sam Price, Sween, McIntyre, Jones. There's also some more youngsters who are getting their debuts. Sprawley is back. In fact, I've seen a lot of Sprawley. I don't need to see him again in a friendly. Yeah, okay, let's get going. And let's see how the first friendly of the season goes. And like I said, we're going to be on the key highlights. We're not going to tinker too much. We're not going to mess with things. We're going to let the game kind of play. And we'll change things here and there, you know, like mentality, maybe like smaller changes every now and then. But we know how we want to play. And it's more or less a continuation of how we were playing last season. And we're 1-0 up. And Sam Price has literally taken 2 minutes to get his first goal. Obviously, it is a friendly. It is a non-competitive goal. But that's how you frickin' start. Very well done, boys. 1-0. Well done, Hillier. Into Price. Runs it forward, more or less on his own. Goes all the way out to the right-hand side. Then looks for McDade. Far post. Won't go. Picked up well. And then McDade sends in a shot. It was a shot. It wasn't a cross. It was a shot. But is well defended by the goalie. Terrace wins it back. McDade back to Terrace. Into Abdullah. McDade is there. Yep. Wow. Somehow finds Chadwick, who then burns up the left-hand side. Looking for a pass inside. Abdullah is there. Abdullah now shoots it or pass it. He goes himself. And when he gets himself into that position, you think, well, you've done really well. Now, yeah, go on, take your chance. But the shot didn't match up with the run, did it? The really good run. The shots let him down a bit. Oh, but Ruben Mason makes it 2-0. This is a very good start. So we'll throw out a praise. And I'm sure the lads will be happy with that. I mean, 2-0. Very, very good start. Very few fans in there. We've got one fan up there giving it large. Go on. Hey, look, standing up. Well done. Cheering. Nice. Oh, there's two. There's another one in there. Green shirt. I couldn't see you. This is a very dominant game. Then again, perhaps our opponents are from a league below or multiple leagues below. I'm not quite sure, but potentially it's a bit of a mismatch. But then there's also, hopefully, the fact that we're playing a system that works with a team that works hard, and that's what we want to be doing. You know, we want to be winning. We want to be 3-0 up after 15 minutes. It's a great finish as well. Good work from Chadwick. 3 different goal scorers. Oh, look, it was Chadwick who assisted Price, and this time it was Price who assisted Chadwick. We are actually kind of doing a little bit too much here. It's only 20 minutes gone. We're 3-0 up, and we're not really taking our foot off the gas pedal. Hillier back to Mason. That's good. Into Price. Yeah, into Takeda. Gets tackled. It's a long highlight if this is going to end with... No, Abdullah wins the header. McDade has space. Goes into Takeda. Back to Chadwick. Takeda is there. Or yourself, Chadwick. You've got to do something. He shoots from distance. I did say you've got to do something. So, yeah, taking on the shot, that's not a problem. But he was kind of hesitant, you know, dithering on the ball. Oh, my word. It's not a great goal kick, is it? Oh, wow. I thought that was going to go in. 10 shots taken. Yeah, look, maybe this is straight up just a mismatch. But we'll take confidence from it. And it's not over yet. I mean, it's not even half an hour done. Eventually, our opponents just run out of patience. And they are punished for it. Not holding on to that ball. Not really kind of keeping the possession. Playing that long ball instead and just giving the ball back to us. Mason with it's an uncontested header. And then Hillier just waits for Price to be beyond the defender. Plays it in. And Price shoots it down to take his second goal in a London Green shirt. Ricky May will go on for Dave McDade. The early substitution before we even get to half time. So that actually is interesting because I probably wouldn't have made that change. Oh, off the bar, that one. And then May puts it in 5-0. Okay, I've got to think this is a severe mismatch. 5-0 after 35 minutes. What division are they in? I mean, they're still relatively local here. Because you've got teams that we have definitely played against. So... it's not a playable league. And not every club has a manager? Stansfeld have got 2 managers? What? So there's Brighton Ropes, but they are in our division. But so then, is it their reserves who are in? Or is it like they're under 21s or what? It is Brighton Ropes reserves, but are they not in this league anymore? This is confusing. But yeah, 5-0. They haven't even had a shot. However, I do suppose it's good practice for just, um, not giving in. 6-0. First half hat trick for Sam Price. For not giving in at all, not taking the foot off the gas, just being absolutely devastating and saying, that's it. That's what's going to happen here. You need to improve if you're gonna play with us. Ricky May into Chadwick, back to Terrace, back to Mason. Frith does find Price. It didn't look like the best pass. May out on the left, got a bit of space to run into, does do just that. Finds Abdullah, who loses out, but is instantly back in position. I mean, maybe that's just the difference in levels of like fitness and determination and stuff like that. Ricky May gets the shot away, but it is saved. And hopefully we'll just go to half time with the score as it is, because this is rough. This is difficult. So it's going to be a lot of changes, just basically a straight swap, half time. Everyone gets their chance to have a run out since it's pre-season. So there's Melbourne coming on. There's Connell Jones. There's Martin Howard in there. Ephraim on the right. Cooper, no. May's come on and played, so I'm going to bring on Tomu. And Sween goes on. It says McDade is there. We've got McIntyre and Jones. Yeah, so I guess what we'll do is... Yeah, okay. I was just wondering if all of my changes were actually going to go through there. They have. Over the bar. Well done. Right, so just by making that change, just by, doing a straight swap, we want to give players a run out. A lot of them would have preferred to stay on the bench, would have preferred. I mean, guys, it's literally pre-season. This is when you should be wanting to get out there, get minutes in the legs. That's almost a cliche phrase at this point, but it is a genuine phrase. You want to be getting... Well done, Clark. Good. Tomu, bring it forward. And actually gets it back and does do just that. Brings it forward, goes round the right back really nicely. Oh my word, Maxwell Tomu. Wow. I mean, that was brilliant. Okay, let's give a praise out there. Try and get some of these frowns upside downs. There we go. Because there's too many players here with a they were oh, I would have preferred to stay on the bench. No. What are you saying? What are you talking about? Yep, penalty. There we go. Oh my goodness. This feels so unnecessary. It's 8-0. Okay, yeah. Look, this is a mismatch. All right, that's. I don't need to say that again. I am repeating myself, but it's definitely true because it just absolutely is. The next two friendlies, I don't know if they're going to be like this, but all we're doing is we're getting a run out. We're getting some players out on the pitch, seeing what they can do. We've got 3 substitutes left to make substitutions. I mean, McIntyre, you can come on for Sween, and Jones. I want to get you some game time. So, Tomo, you've scored. Let's just do that. And play. Cooper doesn't really need game time as much. We know how good Cooper is. Well, that didn't frickin' take long, did it? Well done, McIntyre. Literally just came on. How many minutes has he played? That might be his first touch, for all I know. 9-0. Looking like Ben Horn with the like frizzy curly hair. Okay, you know what? I actually feel kind of silly. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Fine, go for it, Cooper. Get yourself some game time as well. All right, we're going to give another praise out there, try and get some of these frowns. Again, turning the right way. Let's see if they do. I mean, some of them do. Others are still like, I would have preferred to stay on the bench. Melbourne back to Jones over the bar. Jones, I'm not sure you're going to get a better chance in the last 15 minutes than that. This is genuinely a rugby score. Not long to go at all. Now, I certainly don't expect results like this as we move into the actual season. No. But in terms of getting yourself started and getting yourself kind of, focused up for the season, a good old run out like this, I mean, it can't be a bad thing, can it? I mean, it might inspire a tad complacency. I would hope not. If anything, it would make me want to get that result again, want to bring that into the league. Oh, off the post. To make it 11. Oh, well done, Jones. Really good work. Jones is there. Jones is there. Howard's gone on his own. Over the bar. Jones was there. All right, 3 minutes to go. Oh, that was actually a shot. There we go. So they've had a much better second half here. They've actually had some shots, had a bit of momentum go their way as well, which is, when you get thumped 10-0, take the positives where you can, really. Even if it's like, well, I don't know. Oh, there's not many positives in a 10-0 loss, but if the difference between our divisions is genuinely that much, then yeah. Dominant wins. In what had been billed as a close encounter. McDade is injured, only a couple of days, that's fine. I mean, look how long the match report has to be because of how many we frickin' scored. And they had a red card. It's just that it just did not go well, did it? That just did not go well at all. Oh, is it frozen? Oh, nope, there it goes. Okay. So, 7 days and then we come up against Beaconsfield next. It will only be, well, we've got no idea. We've got no idea. What does that mean? What does that result really mean? The only thing I'm hoping to take from it is, yeah, look, we got minutes in the team. We got minutes out there for a lot of players. Pitch alterations, yep, just keep them as they are. That's fine. Stainfield and why are we rejecting this move? I didn't reject that. Is that... I don't really know. Anyway, I don't actually plan on doing anything between the games now. We've got our squad. Our squad is done. So I am... Ooh. No, the squad is done. I'm going to do a little bit of an extracurricular with the team bonding. Just to try and keep the team feeling good and everyone feeling good together. But yeah, I'm going to hop away and come back because we don't need this 5 or 10 minutes of just trying to get to the next game. Because it genuinely could be that long. Okay, here is one thing definitely worth actually noting. Alex Stainfield is going on loan. There we go. That's an accepted loan. I'm sending you out on loan. There we go. Done. Because we're getting so many offers in, I'm accepting all of them, but it takes like sometimes weeks for the other club or the player or whoever to say, okay, let's actually go through with it. Let's actually make it happen. And then I can click accept and the player can go off on that loan. So there we go. Just finally. And we are finally at the game. So we've got team selection advice and whatnot. Actually, no, we're not. We're still a day ahead. Nick Brannigan goes out on loan. That's really good. Same thing again. We're going to make sure like these players know you're going out on loan. It's not because I don't think you're a good player or anything like that. You know, there are plenty of plans for players to, well, hopefully, if they go out on loan and they do improve and they do impress, they can come back and they can play for us. There's nothing to say that isn't on the cards. So McKnight, Keneally, and Brannigan and Stainfield. We've got offers for Mimaj and Miroslav. Offers for Ademi as well. And there might even be some others in here, like maybe Woodrow was getting offers. I can't quite remember. But one day away. Here we go. There we go. Finally, we're on the Saturday. We're going to play another game. We're hopefully going to play another good game. I do not expect 10-0. No. But I do expect a good performance. And if we get absolutely beaten, we get beaten. But, oh wow. Okay, so McDade shouldn't be playing in this match. So we will actually rest him out. And, well, we'll give it a rotate anyway. So let's go into the team selection. Next match only, quick pick rotated squad. Full rotation. McDade takes a step out, and then, yeah, I guess Luke Frith goes in. We've got Boulay, Jones, Clark, Terrace, Abdullah, Olafson, Jones, Howard, Sprawley, Cooper, Sween. Yeah, that's all right. I'm okay with that. That's a bit of rotation. Hillier is the only player that will miss out by, you know, actual selection. But we'll get to see a couple more players out on the field. They'll get some minutes under their belts, and then at halftime we'll do a big old swap. And then, you know, we'll just do what we did last time. If a player, whatever positions are kind of left over for players on the bench, we'll get them on as well. So, let's have a good game again, just like we did in the last one. And if we can, there we go. All right, so Beaconsfield have already put a shot on, which is not, you know, that's something that didn't happen last time for a long time. De Silva into the middle. Morford jumps, well saved. Very well saved, and Boulay is alert and gets it out of there. Righto, so this is already very different because after 10 minutes, we're down on possession and we haven't had a shot. So I'm going to drop us onto balanced. Oh, Boulay, here's a counter opportunity. Look at that, there's no one in front of you. Play that pass, play that pass. Go on, it's there. Took way too long. Way too long. Ridiculous. And what we'll do is... You know what, that's all we'll do for now. We'll just go on to balanced. And see if we can have any form of... There we go, we've got a bit of momentum. That's okay, there we go. It's just about not reacting, not tinkering, not micromanaging. Things are going to balance out. You've got to back the team to get the game plan on the pitch to execute what we want them to do. And if you can, you know, suffer for 10 minutes but not concede, and then run forward and sky it over the bar. No, if you can, you know, take on... There's going to be periods where the other team plays well, and you've got to try and do your best not to concede during those periods. And then on the flip side of that, there's going to be periods where your team is playing well, and you've got to try and score, you know, while the other team is perhaps having a little bit of a bad time, or, you know, having a 10-minute patch where they're just, you know, they're not playing well, they can't really string their passes or whatever. And this can be well, doesn't have to be in Football Manager, it could be real life as well, you know. It is how it goes. Games go up and down, and it's all about trying to take your chances when they appear. And they will appear if you just stick to the plan. Oh, we're struggling to get shots away. If we are struggling to get shots away, surely working the ball into the box would make it more difficult. Because you would be taking even more time to, you know, get the ball into that position. No? Is that... Maybe that's silly. I don't know. Ricky May, Ruben Mason. Why is Ryan... Right, okay, I got confused there because I saw Mason. Ryan Mason is a left midfielder. Which means Tomu can't come on yet. Dang it. That's annoying. And McIntyre also can't because Ricky May's just gone in there. Holcroft onto the left-hand side. Frith onto the right. Jones is another striker, of course. Melbourne, in you go. Takeda, there you are. Sam Price out on the right. And Chadwick in for Howard. Does that mean Connell Jones? Connell Jones is going to play a little bit longer. Okay, that's fine. It may well be 90 minutes for Connell Jones. Speaking of the devil. Oh, he's almost got himself an assist. Brilliant work. All right, so we are, yeah, look, we've grown into this game. Very, very well done. Defend your corners. Well done. And Frith will chase that down. He is the right back. He is a good workhorse. He's going to hold it up back to Price. Price goes long. Ricky May on the end of it, running one-on-one with the goalie and off the post. Goodness, that was close. Melbourne out to Holcroft. Plays it up to Mason.R. So we've got Mason.R and we've got... Well, we've got two Mason.R. We've got Ruben and Ryan Mason. Shall we, like, headcanon that they are related? I don't know if they're even the same nationality. Well defended. Yep. That's a good ball. That's a... It might... Oh. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, you did well. We'll go for a demand more. We need some kind of response. You've gone 1-0 down. Possession's a little bit more even, so I'm going to move us on to a positive now. Try and do more with the ball. Jones, what's up? Anxious. Okay, Takeda's going to come on then. Oh, it's... Wow, that's a good finish. That was actually a good finish. If it goes in off the post, it's a good finish. More often than not. Oh, they're making goalie changes. Oh, just over. We've done well to create chances. We just haven't put them away. And it's all us at the end here. Look at that, with the second striker gone up the pitch. Right, let's bring Ricky May off for McIntyre. Knowing my luck, Ricky May is about to score. Price, that's a really good position. Lots of space. Almost. Ricky May almost scored. To be fair, he probably should have. Oh, but Ruben Mason does. And once again, it comes off of those throw-ins. We are really strong at scoring off of these throw-ins because we more or less treat it like another corner. And then you've just got numbers up in the danger area to try and... Not to try and find a goal, but, you know, just to put pressure on, and you never know, a chance might appear. So we end that game 2-1. We had better possession, better passes, committed less fouls, had more corners, had an almost... No, it was double the XG. More than double shots on target and shots in general. It's safe to say we played a good game, but we did not take our chances, which is the same old story that we've had for I don't know how long, seasons worth, decades worth in game. But is there, where's the other? Oh, Mason. It must be here somewhere. There. Oh, they're over there. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's back. Hard-working Rams. Yeah, look. Highly disappointed. Yeah, I mean, I am disappointed, but we still did our best. And we've got a week before the next game against the old foes, London Samurai, who, of course, we've played countless times over the seasons. We'll meet them again. One last friendly, and that will be it for episode 1 of season 15, guys, with a big old 10-0 to start things off, followed up by a, well, not a bad game. We played quite well. We just didn't get the win. It happens. And here we are, guys, at the last game of the episode. And, wow, Dave McDade, still not fit, still not feeling good for the match. Okay, I mean, Dave McDade, more or less, yeah, I want to say more or less, he became the starting player last season in that position. So let's go with a full rotation. Swing Sprawley Cooper. Who have we not really seen? Haven't really seen John Jones so much. And we also haven't seen much of Ryan Mason either. So Finley Chadwick takes the armband. That's fine. Stefan Clark is just not quite happy with not being allowed to run forward from centre-back. Yep, all right. And obviously we lost the last game 2-1. I don't want to lose again. I would love to go into the season proper with a positive record in the friendlies. But only if we win here today. Abdullah wins that ball back out to Cooper. What's going to do with it? Finds Jones. Oh! Dang! That's flown into the near post. It's a very good finish. And again, early doors in a friendly, we have managed to put the ball in the back of the net. And it is newcomer, John Jones, the Martian Manhunter himself, who has put the ball in the back of the net 1-0 from an XG of 0.03. So quite impressive. We've now had another shot. So that is actually a really, really good start for us. Let's keep going. Terrace goes long. Cooper tries to get there. Won't get there. C. Jones on the ball. Into Cooper. Shoots it from distance over the bar. And it goes out for a goal kick. But that is another shot. And that is another positive, encounter. Positive effect, outcome, something on the game. We're doing positive. We're being positive. We're trying to score. We're trying to get goals. We're trying to win this friendly. Now we've got a corner. No, a free kick to defend. Taylor steps up. Fires it off the joint. It looks like it was very close to that top corner. You had Jones. How many Joneses a week? We've got Dan Jones, John Jones, Connell Jones. We've got 3 Joneses playing. That's a lot of Joneses out on the team there. We've got 2 Masons. We got Masons and Joneses. Wow. I genuinely didn't realise we had 3 Joneses out on the team there, all in the starting lineup today. That's a good frickin' ball. But Abdullah does very well. Gets himself back, gets the ball back. Into Chadwick, a bit of open space. Look for the striker. There he is. There's Jones. It's 2-0. Look for the striker. Vision, eyes up, head up, finds the striker. 2-0. Very good. It's a very good pass. He takes a couple of touches here, and I'm thinking maybe the pass is now. Or now. There we go. But Jones does very well. Fires it. Early doors. Back of the net. Cooper gets tackled. It's a bit of a heavy touch. And not goes long. Terrace tries to win it. Does win it. Parrott gets it back. Into Weissner. Into Parrott. Shoots it. He's parried it in. What is he doing? He's literally stood there and he's parried it in. And we have conceded. And Boulet's got himself a yellow. I didn't even see that. So that will actually be... You know what? That'll be an early off you come. Luke Frith, on you go. Abdullah brings it forward into Ryan Mason. Whips it across. Cooper jumps off the outside of the post. They've hit the post. We've hit the post. But we are, of course, 2-1 up. 5 minutes to go before the end of the half. I'm going to ignore that. Work the ball into the box. I'm going to ignore that as well. It's a very good half. It's a very solid half of football from the Greens. Let's go into the tactics. Let's make our changes. So we're going to start from the bottom this time. Sam Price in for Cooper. McIntyre in for Jones. Ephraim, you unfortunately can't go in because I've already made those changes. Takeda, you also can't go in. McDade is actually injured, so I'm not going to make that change. Holcroft in for Terrace. Sween, no. Tomu, yes. Mason, yes. Ricky May, no. Sprawley, no. Kolodinsky, oh, let's do that and then swap you guys because Holcroft can play on that left-hand side. Confirm that. Let's go. And I've still got 7 substitutes I can use. Oh, I didn't. Rehoy. There we go. So the next break, Rehoy will go on as well. There he goes. He's on. Good. Tommy finds Price and oh my goodness. 3-1. They've only been on the pitch for a couple of minutes. Price scores early again. Very good throw up the left-hand side. Tomu leaves his man. Not really, but does find the space for the cross. And Price is in there. Right place, right time. Left foot, right corner. 3-1. Okay, so at 65 minutes, I will make another set of changes and try and get everyone else on the pitch. But this is obviously not something we will be doing or will we be able to do when the league starts, when the proper matches start. We're going to have a first team. And for the most part, I feel like I know what that first team is. I know who those first teamers are. But I am seeing some good stuff from other players, you know. Tomu, Price doing very well. Abdullah at the back is just very impressive. And it is actually going to be starting in that left back position. So that's one that I already know about. But you know, if McIntyre wants to put the ball in the back of the net, great. Give me a selection headache and I will thank you for it. Well done, Sam. Lovely, easy, calm collection. 3-1 in 5 minutes. I said I think it was going to be 65. 5 minutes. We'll make those next set of changes. Price goes round his man. Look at that. So quick. Find the ball in. He does. Tomu back post. Jumps. In it goes. It's the flip. It was Tomu to Price. This time, it's Price to Tomu. It was down the left to the right. This time, it was down the right into the centre. And naturally, it was kind of to the left-hand side because Tomu is on that left-hand side of the goal, of the box. Nods it past Benson. Makes it 4-1. Makes me a very happy manager. And indeed, we are going to take a positive record into the competitive fixtures. And even then, like, you know, I've said it 2 or 3 times. That second game against Beaconsfield, we probably should have won that as well. So, off you come, off you come. Sween, no. Ricky May goes out on the left. That's good. That's actually a little bit harsh. Sprawley should be going out on the left. So that's 3 changes. That I've just made. Which leaves Jones and Chadwick there. Because Hillier wasn't on the bench again. And then I've still got Ricky May and Dave McDade and Joel Sween. But it'll have to just be Sween and Ricky May who get themselves in. And what we'll do is we'll do that now. We'll do that. We'll be funny about it. We'll go crazy about it. And we'll just throw them up there. At 4-1 up, I feel like we have earned the right to go a bit funny with it. Make that 5-1. Gerard Sprawley in off the bar. And where was it from again? Of course, it was from a throw-in. It's a freaking good header, and Benson's actually ended up palming it in himself in a way, because it's such a good header. He's diving that way to cover it. Can't cover it coming off the post, off the bar, and then hitting you. That's just, you know, it's a goalie's nightmare. What can you do? You can't. There's very little you can. Another throw-in. If we score again, we really are going to have to kind of keep an... Yeah, Ricky May's got an open net. We are a force off of throw-ins. We genuinely are. We can use it like a corner. We've got numbers up there in the box. There's danger. And that was a... I mean, are you seeing the amount of space the Samurai are leaving in their own box? If I was the manager, I'd be fuming. So, yeah, don't be doing that. That's not great. And there's the final whistle, and it is 6-1. Of course, it was only, 2-1 at half-time, so we've just absolutely taken them apart in that second half and ended up with basically a 4-1-5 attacking formation just to get the strikers on the pitch. It's not really a formation I'm going to use often, but if we do need goals, it's good to know that we can do that. Just throw strikers on there. But of course, in the league, we only have the 5 subs that we can use. And so we're going to have to pick carefully. We're going to have to pick 5 subs. Greens meet expectations in dominant win. Was it? Where are... My goodness, where are they? There they are. There's the... I can't even find it. Middlesex County Football League Premier Division. That's where they are. And we are Combined Counties League Premier North. It doesn't tell me which level. It doesn't actually tell me what level that is. Yeah, fine. Okay, well, guys, there we go. We do have a positive record going into the actual season games. I'll quickly show you the schedule because we've got our cup opponents for the next episode. We start with a match against Reading YMCA because, of course, we do. The team that we faced twice in a row at the end of last season. Then we face North Greenford United in our first cup game, and then we face Hanwell in the FA Cup preliminary rounds before we even get into the proper FA Cup. And there's the Vars down there, but we don't know who we play in that one just yet. So next time out, we will play our first league game, followed up by 2 cup games, and hopefully we'll still be in all of those competitions by the end of that episode, but we shall see. Thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you enjoyed a 10-0, because I certainly did. And of course, I shall catch you next time.